You can do it. Say it with me, guys. Sweater weather. Sweater weather. Sweater weather. Sweater weather. There you go. So what's going on my frag heads and set heads? The champ is here and I'm about to tell you what's fragging. So today your boy had a 7 a.m. dentist appointment. I woke up. I didn't feel like doing too much, so I threw on some sweats and a sweater, of course. But I noticed one thing when it came to sweaters, that I've been reaching for the same fragrances over and over whenever I wear a sweater. And on top of that, I don't spray my clothes. We're going to go ahead and get into the fragrances that I always wear, and then of course a little bit of story time after that. But if you're like me, you don't like to spray your clothes either. I don't spray my clothes. So I do occasionally, don't get me wrong, or I'll spray in the area where it will get on my clothes. Area here, you know, shape of the neck, sometimes behind the knees when I put on pants, so forth, so forth. So I do get areas where it can get on clothes, but I don't directly spray my clothes. And the reason for that being, like, take your sweaters, for example, right? Sometimes you're just throwing on a sweater to run to the store. All right, boom, you come back, take it off. Okay, you got to go somewhere else. And you're like, you know, I want to stay warm. That's the sweater that keeps me warm. But it smells like the fragrance you had on 2 days ago. I don't like doing that. I don't like rocking with that. So like I said, I tend to reach for these fragrances. One, because I know they project pretty well. Two, I know once somebody gets their nose on it, it's going to do something to them. Not to the point where they're like, oh my God, that stinks. But to the point where they're like, oh, what is that? You know? And then thirdly, I really don't have a third reason, you know. Let's just get into the fragrance, y'all. That's what you came here for, right? Let's get right into the fragrance. So the first fragrance I have here is just a beast mode projector, longevity king as well, y'all. And it's no other than Bentley for Men Intense. Y'all see that there? Yeah, I love the bottle too. I love the color of the juice, actually. So what can I say about this thing, y'all? If you have this in your collection, you already know what I'm talking about. You get the leather, you get the rum in here. Oh my God, it's one of those, like somebody sitting in the backseat of a Bentley smoking cigars and there's incense lit. You do have the incense in there as well, and that's one of the notes I really, really like. But there's also a drawback to this. So one of the reasons why I like wearing this with a sweater, of course, is that this thing only takes about 2 sprays. Y'all, 2 sprays, that's all you need. 3, you're definitely going to have a headache, or you're going to feel like you have a hangover. It is that pungent, that strong, that dynamic, and it gives that much of a punch to your nostrils. So like I said, behind each ear, boom, I'm good. Got my sweater on, my sweater's still intact. I can take it off. If I got to run to the store or I just hop in the shower, boom, shower again, got to run to another destination, apply another fragrance. I don't have to worry about my sweater smelling like this all over. And I will say, this is one of those fragrances I don't want to have on all day, but it lasts all day. It just sits there, y'all. It sits on your skin. It even wears heavy. Now, some of you would say, oh, it sounds like a negative thing. It's not really a negative thing. It is a niche quality type fragrance. It is well blended. I've been told I smell like money when I wear this, but I've also been told it smells like an old man. So it depends on the audience. It was a younger lady that said I smell like an old man, but of course it was an older lady that was around my age that said I smell like money. Another lady said it smelled like a strip club, which was kind of funny to me. But like I said, because of the longevity and the projection of this thing, 2 sprays, my sweater stays intact, and I'm gonna fill up a room and everybody's gonna know I'm there. Simply put, if you don't have this in your collection, check it out. Let me know what you think about it. A lot of people think that it's really, really dry, and I can see what they mean by that. Compared to a couple other fragrances, which I'm gonna do a video on as well, it is a pretty dry tobacco. But yeah, like I said, this thing with the leather, the rum, and the incense in here, man, I just enjoy it so much, y'all. The second fragrance, now, let's continue on that, right? Let's continue with the punch in your face, right? With that old man scent. Let's stick with that, right? So this bad boy is like super old school. I know most of you don't have this in your collection. You're probably about 40 plus. If you do, which there's nothing wrong with that, you're going to enjoy this fragrance here. And that is no other than HAVANA by Aramis. Y'all, I love it. But you know what? It smells like something red from the 60s or the 70s show would wear. Like, it just smells like an old man, not an old man, but an older gentleman who's just been through life, who's sitting on his patio or sitting in his basement, smoking his cigarettes, chilling. That's exactly what it smells like, man. Like, don't mess with me. Don't come over here with that BS. I work hard. I deserve everything that I have here, and nothing was given to me. Back up off me. I'm chilling. I am enjoying my time. And that's exactly what this fragrance is to me. Like, as soon as I spray this, it's kind of like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't stink, but it's a, ooh, it's going to punch you. You're going to have some cojones to pull this off. This fragrance isn't for everybody. And yes, like I said, it's probably in your grandfather's collection. I'm being generous when I say 40. But it's just something about this fragrance. To me, it's the citrus that's in here. It's the tobacco that's in here. I believe there's some, not some myrrh, but I believe there's bergamot in here as well. I believe there's vetiver. And all those mixtures together, to me, just gives it like this natural smell. Like, it literally smells like I'm outside in a cabin and everybody's smoking cigars. So kind of like with the Bentley for Men and Tins, where people are in a Bentley smoking cigars with some incense going, drinking some rum. This is like I said, an old man or an aged man sitting on his porch at his cabin, chilling, fishing, minding his business, playing cards, smoking his cigarettes or his pipe tobacco. I'm not going to say it smells like cigarettes. I'm going to say pipe tobacco. Let's say that, right? Cigarettes stink. Pipe tobacco, though, you know, you can smell like cherry pipe tobacco and be like, okay, that's legit. Or you smell a hookah and you're like, okay, cool, I can rock with that. You know what I mean? But that's exactly what it is. The only drawback to this fragrance, though, is that even though it punches you in the face, it only punches you in the face for about a good 2 to 3 hours. Once it's settled down, it's not really a beast mode projector, but it's going to project the first 2 to 3 hours, believe me, to the point where you're like, I wish the things die down. It dies down. But since it dies down, you can actually wear this in the summertime, which I've actually found myself wearing it a couple times in the summer. Like I said, it is very daring. People will say it's dated. To me, it's not dated. To me, it's a vintage. It's a classic. And I will wear this anytime, anywhere, you name it. But like I said, it dies down. And when it dies down, it turns into like this citrusy vetiver type scent. It's not that old tobacco kick in the face anymore. You know, it's actually a beautiful scent. It's a wonderful scent, man. I don't think people overrate it. But I do think if you're going with the intentions of buying this and thinking that you're going to knock everybody's socks off, it's not going to do it, but it is extremely daring. I'm just going to let you know that right now. If you want to go out there and challenge yourself, get this fragrance, put it in your collection. Last but not least, and this one is crazy. Like, this one took some time for me to like actually enjoy, to actually love, man. And that's going to be no other than Halloween Man Shot. Now, the reason why I say this took me some time to enjoy is that I bought this on a blind buy. Yes, y'all, it was a blind buy. I forgot the name of the YouTuber, but he referenced it to a YSL fragrance. I think it's La Nuit de l'Homme. Yeah, there you go. You know, he's like, oh, it has a spiciness of that. This is a perfect clone, a perfect alternative to it. And when I got it, I'm like, there's no way this is La Nuit de l'Homme, like, at all. I actually hated this fragrance. I would spray it and I would get a headache immediately. But that's because I didn't know how and when to wear this fragrance. When I learned when and how to wear this fragrance, I fell in love with this thing. Another thing that made me enjoy this fragrance too, or what makes me like this fragrance, is that it has the note in here of strawberry daiquiri, right? Which is crazy. It's a liquor note. And then it has a bunch of peppers in there. To be exact, I'll tell you what it has in there. So in the top notes, you're going to have cardamom, daiquiri, black pepper, and lemon. And the middle notes are going to have iris, sage, and the base notes are going to have vanilla, leather, and amber. So like I said, it's staying along that leather feel. The black pepper in there, the sage, it is strong. And I think that's one of the things that just threw me off about this fragrance. Like, I would spray myself and I would just be like, oh, wow, I got to wash this thing off, you know? But I would like the dry down of it. Like, the dry down becomes like this bit boozy, powdery, lemon type scent. You know, it's pretty enjoyable when it dies down, but you have to get past the initial spray of this thing. And that was the thing I just didn't like, was all that pepper and all the sage being all up in your nose, man, and the leather. It's just like, it's there. But like I said, once this thing dries down. So what I mean by that, once I learned how and when to wear this, I would not apply this anywhere near my face. So of course, not here, behind the ears, back of neck, I'm done. Top of my hair, top of my hair, or top of my head, boom, I'm Gucci. Anywhere else, like neck, and no, it is going to tear your nose up. It tore me up. But like I said, it is beautiful once it dries down. And the sillage of this thing, the scent trail that it gives, everywhere I go when I wear this, people ask me, not what I'm wearing, but they always say, "Ooh, you smell spicy." Like literally, you smell spicy. Like, and yeah, sometimes I make up stories like, "Oh yeah, I've been making chili and things like that." You know, it's the season, all that stuff. But yeah, like I said, just when and how to wear it and when to wear it. Sweater weather, right? Sweater weather. That's exactly when we gonna wear it, y'all. But yeah, with that being said, man, those are the 3 fragrances that I notice I reach for a lot when I wear my sweaters this season. What are some fragrances you reach for when you wear a sweater? Are you like me in any type of way where you're kind of particular on spraying your clothes or not getting your clothes spritzed with the good stuff? Let me know down in the comments. And also, if you made it this far, man, go ahead and hit subscribe, because you are tribe. And make sure you hit that like button, because we all know how the algorithm works here on YouTube and FRAGGIN, fragrance reviews, all that other good stuff, you know, best ofs, whatever. Go ahead and hit that like button so it can be thrown out in everybody's algorithm and feed. I need that to happen. Also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. And make sure you share this video with anybody and everybody that can find this video useful. With that being said, thanks for watching Reviews from the 6. My name is Cedric. Peace, love, and blessings.